Samuel L. Jackson is one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood. His tough persona and unforgettable characters have made him a legend. But beneath that tough exterior, he has had some serious conflicts with a few of his colleagues. Ever wonder which actors rubbed him the wrong way? Get ready to find out the top 5 actors Samuel L. Jackson hated the most, and the shocking reasons behind it. Before we dive into video, please subscribe our channel. Samuel L. Jackson's life has been filled with challenges that shaped his tough persona on screen. Born in 1948 in Washington, D.C., Jackson grew up during a time of racial segregation in America. He faced discrimination and had to deal with the harsh realities of racism from a young age. As a black man, he struggled to find equal opportunities, both in education and in the workplace. In his early life, Jackson dealt with family issues, including a strained relationship with his father. His mother raised him and his siblings alone after his parents separated. Despite these challenges, he excelled academically, earning a degree in drama from Morehouse College in Atlanta. Jackson's personal struggles didn't end there. In his youth, he battled addiction to drugs and alcohol. This addiction lasted for several years, causing him to almost lose everything he had worked for. However, Jackson fought hard to overcome these issues. He got clean and used his past struggles as a source of strength. His experience with addiction helped him understand the importance of perseverance and focus. Throughout his career, Jackson faced criticism for his outspoken nature and the roles he chose. He refused to conform to the industry's expectations, which often led to conflicts with other actors and filmmakers. His refusal to stay quiet about racism in Hollywood made him a controversial figure. He used his platform to speak about inequality, often facing backlash for it. Despite the difficulties he faced, Samuel L. Jackson became one of the most successful and respected actors in Hollywood. His life story is a powerful example of resilience and the importance of staying true to yourself, no matter the challenges. Now we talk about 5 names he disliked the most. Number 1. Bruce Willis. Samuel L. Jackson's relationship with Bruce Willis has been one of the most talked about feuds in Hollywood. The two actors starred together in the 1995 film Die Hard with a Vengeance, where they shared screen time as an unlikely duo. However, their working relationship was not without its tension. Reports from the set suggest that Bruce Willis was a difficult co-star to work with, and Samuel L. Jackson didn't shy away from expressing his frustrations. One of the main issues Jackson had with Willis was his behavior on set. According to Jackson, Willis was often uncooperative, and his attitude sometimes made the atmosphere tense. Jackson is known for his professionalism and commitment to the craft, and he expects the same from his co-stars. Willis, on the other hand, was described as having a more laid-back approach, which at times rubbed Jackson the wrong way. The contrast in their working styles created friction between them, leading to a strained dynamic on set. In interviews, Samuel L. Jackson has openly discussed his dissatisfaction with Willis's lack of enthusiasm and his dismissive attitude during filming. Jackson, who has always been outspoken about the importance of respect and professionalism, felt that Willis didn't take the job as seriously as he did. This difference in attitude was the root of much of the tension between the two. Although they worked together on Die Hard with a Vengeance and their chemistry on screen was undeniable, the behind-the-scenes relationship was far from ideal. Jackson's frustration with Willis extended beyond just the filming of the movie. Over the years, he has made it clear that he never fully connected with Willis, both personally and professionally. Despite this, they continued to work in the same industry, but their personal and professional relationship never fully healed. Number 2. Ryan Reynolds. Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds worked together on The Hitman's Bodyguard, 2017, a movie that saw them share the screen as unlikely allies. While their on-screen chemistry was evident and the movie enjoyed a fair amount of success, their relationship off-screen wasn't as smooth. Jackson has spoken about his frustration with Reynolds' comedic style, which often clashed with his own straightforward approach to acting. Ryan Reynolds is known for his quick wit and sense of humor, often lightening the mood on set with jokes and playful banter. However, this did not sit well with Jackson, who preferred a more serious and focused atmosphere while working. Jackson's frustration with Reynolds stemmed from the latter's tendency to joke around, even when the scenes required more intense or dramatic moments. Samuel L. Jackson, having spent decades in the industry, values professionalism and discipline, and Reynolds' playful antics sometimes disrupted that environment. Jackson has made it clear that he doesn't appreciate being around actors who don't take the work seriously. His own dedication to his craft often contrasts with Reynolds' more relaxed approach, and this difference in working styles caused some tension. While Reynolds' humor is a big part of his charm, Jackson felt it sometimes undermined the seriousness of the job. Despite the friction, their collaboration in The Hitman's Bodyguard proved to be a commercial success, and the two reprised their roles in a sequel. However, the tension between the two stars remained, with Jackson occasionally commenting on Reynolds' too much comedy. For Jackson, it's all about balancing the fun with the work, and Reynolds' style, while popular, wasn't always the right fit for the veteran actor. Despite their differences, their professional relationship continued, though the personal one seemed to be less harmonious. Number 3. Tommy Lee Jones. The feud between Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones is one of the most famous in Hollywood. Their clash occurred during the filming of The Hunted, 2003, a thriller that saw them playing characters involved in intense, high-stakes situations. While both actors are known for their commanding screen presence, their personalities and work styles were drastically different, leading to friction between them on set. Tommy Lee Jones is known for being very private and reserved, with a no-nonsense approach to acting. He's often described as a perfectionist who sticks to his method, rarely interacting with his co-stars outside of the professional setting. In contrast, Samuel L. Jackson is more open and approachable. He values collaboration and thrives in a more communicative environment, where actors engage with each other and the crew to build the film's atmosphere. This difference in approach was a key factor in their on-set tension. According to Jackson, he and Jones did not connect on a personal level, and their working relationship was filled with misunderstandings. Jackson's candidness and high-energy presence seemed to clash with Jones's more stoic, intense demeanor. While Jackson was all about creating an environment where actors could riff and build off each other's energy, Jones preferred to keep things strictly business, which Jackson felt made the set feel cold and unwelcoming. The tension wasn't just about working styles, it also reflected deeper personal differences. Samuel L. Jackson is vocal about issues like racial inequality and often speaks his mind about what he perceives as injustices in Hollywood. Tommy Lee Jones, on the other hand, is more private and less outspoken about such issues. This ideological difference contributed to the strain in their professional relationship, as Jackson felt that Jones lacked the openness and willingness to engage in discussions about important topics. Though both actors managed to get through the project and deliver solid performances, their personal and professional chemistry was far from ideal, with Jackson admitting that he didn't care to work with Jones again after the experience. Number 4. Will Smith. Samuel L. Jackson's relationship with Will Smith has been a complicated one, mostly stemming from differing views on their roles and public personas. While they've both achieved massive success in Hollywood, their professional paths have occasionally crossed, leading to tension between the two. Jackson, known for his outspoken attitude and activism, has often expressed frustration with Smith's approach to Hollywood and his career choices. One of the main points of contention between the two actors is the roles that Will Smith has chosen over the years. Smith has become known for taking on roles that appeal to a wide mainstream audience, often opting for more family-friendly, blockbuster films. Jackson, on the other hand, has been very vocal about choosing roles that challenge the status quo and represent black culture authentically. Jackson has openly stated that he feels Will Smith, in an attempt to gain mainstream appeal, sometimes sacrifices meaningful, culturally relevant roles in favor of commercial success. This ideological difference is one of the reasons Jackson has expressed some dissatisfaction with Smith. Beyond their roles, Jackson has also been critical of Smith's perceived reluctance to engage with issues of race and inequality in Hollywood. While Will Smith has made strides in his own right, Jackson has long been a vocal advocate for using one's platform to address issues of racial injustice. He has suggested that Smith, despite his immense influence, has not used his position to push for as much change within the industry as Jackson would have liked. This difference in activism has created some distance between the two, as Jackson believes it's important for Hollywood stars to use their power for more than just personal gain. While both actors have had incredibly successful careers, their different approaches to fame, roles, and activism have led to a lack of personal connection between them, leaving Jackson unimpressed by Smith's career trajectory. Number 5. John Travolta. Samuel L. Jackson's relationship with John Travolta is a fascinating one, as the two actors worked together in the iconic film Pulp Fiction, 1994. While their on-screen chemistry is unforgettable and their performances in the film became legendary, their relationship off-screen has always been less warm. The tension between them stems from a mix of differing personalities and work ethics, as well as some friction during their time working together. Jackson is known for his high-energy, candid approach to acting, and he often thrives in a collaborative environment where ideas are exchanged freely. In contrast, John Travolta is more private and reserved. His personality on set has often been described as somewhat distant and focused on perfectionism. Jackson has spoken about not connecting with Travolta during the filming of Pulp Fiction, where the two shared key scenes. Jackson's open, expressive style seemed to clash with Travolta's more introspective and methodical approach. One of the main reasons for Jackson's frustration with Travolta was their differing attitudes toward their roles and the filmmaking process. Jackson, a seasoned actor with years of experience, valued the authenticity of his characters and the freedom to explore them deeply. He found Travolta's more calculated, controlled style to be a bit restrictive. Jackson felt that Travolta's approach to their roles in Pulp Fiction didn't leave enough room for improvisation or emotional depth, which Jackson believes is crucial for creating truly memorable performances. Despite their undeniable on-screen success together, their personal connection never fully formed, and Jackson has alluded to not wanting to work with Travolta again after the film. For Jackson, acting is about passion and energy, and he felt that Travolta's more reserved style didn't match his own. While the two actors were able to put aside their differences professionally for the sake of Pulp Fiction, their off-screen relationship was strained, and Jackson's frustration with Travolta's approach to the craft remained a notable part of their dynamic. Samuel L. Jackson's feuds with these top actors reveal a lot about his character and his commitment to professionalism, integrity, and authenticity in Hollywood. While these conflicts may have created drama, they also shed light on the differences in work ethics and personal philosophies within the industry. Jackson's straightforward, no-nonsense approach to acting, coupled with his outspoken nature, has often put him at odds with colleagues who don't share his level of intensity or his views on race and representation.